Hi students, today we're going to work on the second lesson on our transformation unit, and it's over reflections. So that's why I have it highlighted there, and it's to flip. And so today we're going to be flipping points and figures over the axis, the x-axis or the y-axis. So it'll look something like this right here, where this triangle, this pink triangle, has been flipped over the x-axis. Okay, and let me change that. X-axis. And then we get this blue triangle, and notice it is prime, A prime, B prime, C prime. That's the new image. So the first image is called the pre-image, and the new image is called the image. So when you get on the ALEKS today, the first problem will be just identifying the names of the transformations. And then the second question will be about moving a point across one of the axes. So we have point A being moved across the y-axis. Now, if it is 5 units to the left and you're flipping it across the y-axis, you're going to move it 5 units to the right. So here you can see the answer. Instead of going 5 units to the left, now you're 5 units to the right. So I think that's one of the easiest ways to tell how far to move the image is you count the number of spaces from the axis. And so this would be, new coordinate would be at 5, let's see, -6. Now on this point, you don't have to name it, you just have to put it in the right spot. So you're going to have a couple problems like that. And then let's look at this problem here. We're going to go ahead and name the original coordinate of the point. So it's 2, 7. Now you got to pay attention every time, read the directions. This one's across the x-axis again. So when you flip it across the x-axis, now you're at, instead of being 7 units up, you're at 2, -7. So the image would reflect across the x-axis. Let me show you what it would look like. Okay, it's going to look like this. So it goes from here to here, and then you drag the image down and you name the new coordinate. And you notice what happened was the y coordinate changed to its opposite, and that's what happens in a reflection. Okay, so then the third type of problem you're going to have is where you have to draw the new image. And so this one here says that you have RUTS, and we're going to reflect it across the x-axis. So instead of 7 units up, we're going to go 7 units down. And then you can kind of look at the picture here and see how it's 1, 2, 3 units tall. That's how I can kind of tell. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, wrong direction. Let's see if we can get this. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 1, 2. There we go. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now the image has been reflected. And the reason why I knew that U had to be 10 units down is that it's 10 units up. So now it's got to be 10 units down. And so all the points have to be equal distance from the axis to be reflected. Okay, so I think that is a good example of reflection. There's one more slide on your presentation. It explains how you can change the opposite of the coordinate when you reflect across the x-axis and change the x-coordinate to its opposite when you reflect across the y-axis. But for me, it's just easier to count the distance from the axis to figure out where to put the new image and draw it in. Okay, that's our lesson on reflections, and good luck.